Phineas, wake up! We have to talk to you. Hey, Phineas, come on out.
I am out.
Sneaking up on us again, huh? You ghosts are scary.
Didn't mean to scare you, but being a ghost, sometimes you get carried away. How's that report of yours coming along?
Real good, Phineas. Look at the neat cover Jennifer made for it.
Well, that's really handsome, real nice. What does it say?
It says, what is a community?
What is a community? You young'uns bit off quite a topic. What you gonna write about this afternoon?
We don't know. We've already talked about neighborhoods and the people that live in them, and businesses and factories and stores and offices that make up communities. Well, let's do some exploring and find out what's left.
Well, I better leave my flintlock here. Well, I'll be. This place looks like it did back when I was the first settler. How come nobody built any houses or stores here?
Because it's a community park, Phineas.
A community what?
A community park. The town sets aside certain areas for parks. Everybody in the community owns the park. It's public property.
Public property. That sounds like a right smart idea.
You said it, Phineas. Hey, that's it. Let's do a report on public services. Like this park. Or the playground over there. Yeah, they're all public services.
That's plumb amazing. There's water coming out of a tree trunk.
It's a water fountain, Phineas. Here, try it.
A water fountain, you say? That's a right handy critter. I bet that's more public property, huh?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, you know, all these things are mighty fine, but I think it's important to fend for yourself, be independent, not have to depend on anybody. In my day, we didn't have all these luxuries like that water fountain. Yeah, if you were lucky, you had a well or maybe a pump. I wasn't that lucky. I had to go downstream and fetch my water. Hey, you know, if my figuring's right, the stream where I used to fetch my water's right down there in that glen. Yes, sirree. Come on, I'll show you how we used to fetch water in the old days.
What happened to the stream? It's all dirty. This used to be crystal clear. What happened?
I think the stream is being polluted.
Huh?
Too many people are dumping their waste in it.
And to think, the Indians used to call this stream Mishawam, which means Great Spring. Look at it now. It ain't so great anymore.
Well, you can't tell old Phineas that a community like this one that does so much for you can't keep a beautiful stream from getting so downright filthy. You can't tell me it's nobody's job to keep the water clean.
It's gotta be somebody's, but I don't know just whose. Hey, Jennifer, aren't you supposed to take that book back to the library? Yeah. Well, maybe we can find out who's in charge of keeping the water clean. Hey, DC, you might be right.
I don't reckon I've ever been to a library.
Library. You've never been to a library?
Nope, never had the time. Too busy trying to stay alive. Besides, I don't know how to read.
Come on, Phineas, let's go.
You mean to tell me that whole building is full of books?
Yep, it sure is. I'll be right back.
You can't tell me that little gal's gonna read all them books.
That's right, Phineas. Hey, that's another public service.
Now, Jennifer, if you wanted to find out who's in charge of preventing water pollution, I'd go talk to the public officials downtown. They'd know who to see.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Jensen. Come on, fellas, let's go. Where's Phineas? I don't know. He was here a minute ago.
Here I am. Let's go.
Phineas, where'd you go?
Well, I was scouting around in the library. Sure was mighty interesting. Who owns all them books anyways? Some rich guy, huh?
Rich guy? Phineas, that's a public library. Everybody in town owns those books.
Don't tell me it's another one of them, public services.
That's right, yeah. Come on, we have to find some public officials who can do something about water pollution.
Now there's an official-looking person if I've ever seen one.
It's a fire truck, Phineas, to put out fires with.
They need all this for putting out fires?
You said it.
Sure is quite a contraption. I suppose that's another one of them public services, huh?
Hey, yeah. The fire department is another public service.
Who do we talk to about dirty water in the city?
I'd suggest you talk to the Department of Water and Power. You can take a ride down there on one of our trucks if you like, with one of our engineers.
Do you mean it?
Well, sure I do. He's going down that way anyway on one of his inspections.
Oh, boy!
Thank you. Doggies, this sure beats the bucket brigade. Much obliged.
Thanks!
This is where we generate the electrical power for the whole community. The lights in your homes, television sets, appliances, and even the street lights. And over there is where we purify all the water we get from the mountains and rivers so that people can drink it.
Department of Water and Power is another public service. But what about that polluted stream? Is there anything you could do about that?
I'm afraid not. Our special job is to clean the water that comes into us.
Well, could you tell us the public service that has the special job of keeping that stream clean? Where do we go for that?
I know where you should go. You should go to City Hall and have them direct you to the proper people.
Hey, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's go.
Bye.
Sure, a heck of a lot more public services than I ever thought. Lordy me. So this is where they run the whole shebang, huh?
Yes? Oh, yes, they're putting up a new traffic light at that intersection. That's correct. The city council voted on that last week. Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Yes, may I help you, sir?
I hope so. I sure hope so. Me and my young friends are real upset with that beautiful stream that got so filthy.
He means the one in the park.
Yes, sirree. We figured with all them public services, it's got to be somebody's job to keep that stream clean.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place. The town and all its public services are managed by the town council.
Wait a second.
The town council, along with the mayor and the city manager's office, makes certain that all the different public services are run properly.
How do we get to talk to the town council?
It's simple. All I have to do is put your problem on the council agenda. That means at the next council meeting, they'll discuss what to do about your particular problem. And if you want to, you can all attend the next council meeting on Tuesday night and present your problem in person.
Or you can talk to your city councilman and tell them about your problem.
How do we find out who they are?
Well, you're talking to one right now. I'm Mrs. Saunders, and I'm the councilwoman.
Well, pleased to meet you. Listen, we have this problem we'd like to talk to you about. It sure appears to me that this town can do a lot of that.
Thanks a lot for helping us out. Yes, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
So we'll be sure to discuss that water pollution problem at the town council meeting.
Well, thank you very kindly, ma'am. You certainly put my mind at rest. You know, with all the public services, there's only one thing I can't figure out.
What's that?
Where in blue blazes do you get all the money to pay for them? I mean, all the libraries and parks and fire stations and the like.
That's a very good question with a very simple answer. Taxes.
Taxes?
Oh, yeah. Taxes pay for public services.
You see, everyone who's part of a community pays taxes, and we take all this tax money and provide everybody with the services they want. The police, the parks, the pools, all this and a lot more, too.
Well, then it's like everybody was rich because they put their money together to buy things.
Yes, that's a good way to look at it.
Well, thank you very kindly, ma'am. I'm glad we tracked you down.
And thank you. And I hope to see you all at one of the town council meetings.
Bye.
Don't worry, we'll be there. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Hey, come on. We better be getting home. It's getting late.
Quite a contraption.
It sure saves time getting home. Hey, that's another public service. Public transportation. Come on, you see, it's almost dinner time. Phineas, thanks a lot for coming with us today. We're really getting to know what a community is all about.
Yes, sirree. With all them public services, I can understand why you like living in a community. Unlike me, who's free and independent. Well, I guess I was just made to fend for myself, and I don't need anybody else.
Phineas, you dropped something. So you're free and independent, huh? You don't need anybody else, huh? Then what are you doing with a brand new library card then, huh?
Well, I guess there are certain advantages to living in a community.
You said it, Phineas. It sure beats doing everything by yourself, doesn't it?
Well, good night, and thanks for the tour.
You're welcome. Bye, Phineas.